PFC members, welcome back to another week of Pilates classes with me, Caleigh. It's good to be back again, giving you guys another lesson. This week we're going to be doing a more traditional mat Pilates flow. So we'll spend a lot of time focusing on the traditional exercises that Joseph Pilates first developed for his mat repertoire. So we'll get right to it. You don't need any props today, just your body and your mat, and let's get started. So we're gonna start laying down today, changing it up. So come all the way down onto your back, knees bent, feet flat on your mat, and then let's just bring our arms down by our sides. From here, we're gonna take an inhale through the nose, exhale, squeeze all the stale air out of your mouth. Let's do that 2 or 3 more times. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, squeeze all that air out. And one more time, again, inhale in. Feel your ribs expand like a big balloon. Exhale, bracing the belly on those exhales. Now let's start to incorporate a little bit of movement here. So an inhale through the nose. On your exhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders and glide those arms up off the floor. Inhale to come back down. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. So we're trying to get our shoulder blades about halfway off of the mat as we curl up into this chest lift. And we're bringing our chin very close to our chest as we curl up. This is going to help to not strain your neck. So the more you curl up, the more you lower that chin, the less tension you're going to feel here. 2 more. Feeling that your lower back is nice and imprinted, totally flat to your mat. And on this next time, let's go ahead and stay lifted, and we'll start to pump the arms firmly like the Pilates 100s, breathing in through the nose for 5 counts, out through the mouth for 5 counts. We want to feel that this pumping motion is coming from our lats and our triceps, generating a lot of resistance that your abs are forced to stabilize against. And keep checking in, make sure that your shoulders are staying off of your mat. Your chin is staying close to your chest. Let's take one more big inhale in through the nose and an exhale to lower ourselves all the way back down to our mat. Now we'll bring our legs up to a tabletop position, establishing that imprinted lower back. So remember, that means your spine's totally flat to your mat. This time we'll bring our hands behind the head, elbows wide. Exhale as you curl up into your chest lift. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale as you curl up. Inhale as you lower down. So you want to feel your ribs moving closer to your hips as you lift. Keeping your elbows nice and wide. And let's go for 5, 4. Good exhales. 3. Squeeze that air out. 2. And 1. Good. Rest your head. You can rest your feet. Take a second. And we'll go ahead and bring the legs back up to tabletop. We'll keep our upper body down for this one. Rest your arms by your side. We're still in that imprinted lumbar spine, and we'll take single leg toe taps. So it's an exhale to tap 1 foot to the mat. Inhale to bring it up. Exhale, tap. Inhale, bring it up. So we are still working in that imprint. If you start to find that your back is arching, don't lower your leg quite as low. And then we'll flex the feet, heels will lead the way down. It's a little bit further to go like this, so it's a little bit more challenging. Just be mindful of that, do what you can. Really holding this tension here in our core. Again, that's where those strong Pilates exhales really come in handy. Squeeze that air out. Then we'll glue the legs together in tabletop, point the feet. We'll probably only make it about halfway down with this one. Both legs about halfway down. Inhale to bring them back up. Exhale about halfway down. Inhale, bring them back up. If you'd like, place your hands onto your belly as you continue this movement. And what you want to be feeling is that as your legs lower down, your abs tense and kind of get flatter versus a popping up or disengaging sensation in the abdomen. Because what that tells you, if your abs are going upwards as your legs are lowering down, is that you're kind of working into the hip flexors, and we're not going for that. We're going for the deepest layer of our abs. Let's do 2 more. That's where those strong Pilates exhales really come in handy, help us recruit the deepest layer of our abs. Last time. All right, let's hug those knees in towards the chest. Take a quick second here. Nice job, you guys. And we're gonna go ahead and curl ourselves up into a chest lift. Hands coming to the outsides of our shins. We're imprinted, and we're gonna take double leg stretch. Inhale to reach the arms and legs away. Exhale, circle the arms around. Inhale, reach the arms and legs away. Exhale, circle the arms around. Special note that the torso itself is not moving, just the arms and legs. Inhale, reach. Exhale, circle. Higher legs is easier, lower legs is harder. You decide where your legs go based on where you're able to maintain your flat lower back. Transitioning here, take it into single leg stretch, grabbing one leg as the other leg reaches out straight, and then switch and switch. Engage your glutes as your legs go away. Continue moving your legs, bring your hands behind your head, elbows wide, take it into crisscross. Opposite elbow coming towards opposite knee, twisting through the spine, maintaining even weight through the hips. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hug your knees in towards your chest. Take a quick breath, decompressing that lumbar spine. Feel free to rock side to side. Whew. Okay, let's extend the legs straight along the mat and bring 2 straight arms up to the ceiling. Taking an inhale to prepare. Exhale, we begin to lift the head, neck, and shoulders and roll ourselves all the way up to seated. And then take a big forward fold over those legs, stretching out those hamstrings. Inhale to stay here, and then an exhale to let it all out. Slowly re-stack the spine, 1 vertebrae at a time, and then we'll bring those arms forward in front of us. Inhale through the nose, exhale, roll all the way down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Inhale to bring our arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders, and roll yourself all the way back up. Let's do that a couple more times. This should feel like a little break after all of that ab work we just did, in the sense that we're giving our spine a nice massage, rolling up and down, piece by piece, vertebrae by vertebrae. Joseph Pilates has a really famous quote that he states that you're only as young as your spine is flexible. So he believed that if you have an incredibly stiff spine at the age of 30, then you're considered old by Joseph Pilates. But for example, if you have a flexible spine, as in it is able to move sequentially, and you're 60, then you're in better health. But this next one, roll down halfway, hold it here. We'll start to pump these arms with some resistance, like our 100s we did before. So that's why a lot of the traditional mat exercises have a lot of this articulation through the spine, because he really believed, and it has been proven, that the more flexible and limber your spine is, the better your health can be. Because think about it, everything starts from your spine. Without your spinal cord, you're not much. Arms go to the ceiling and then back to chest height. Exhale up, inhale down. Feel that belly pulling in tight to the spine, keeping that lower back nice and round. Keep those arms lifted, pulse the body. Up and down a few inches here, emphasizing rounding through that lumbar spine. Keeping those fingertips reaching for the ceiling, biceps in line with those ears. From here, roll it all the way down to the back, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale the arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, lifting up, roll yourself all the way up, and take a nice big forward fold over those legs. Relax for a second. Sitting tall, arms coming forward, palms facing in towards each other. Inhale to grow tall through the spine. Exhale, squeeze the tush, roll through the lumbar spine just about a quarter of the way. Open one arm and twist towards it. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, rotate and twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Twist and center. Keep going. I want you to bring your awareness to your legs. Make sure that your legs are staying together and they're not shuffling at all. So like you have one leg super glued together. Coming back to center, cross the arms across your chest. Lean back, centered, come up slightly and rotate. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate. Again, keeping those legs together and keeping your shoulders level as you twist through those ribs. Good, then bring the backs of the hands to the forehead, elbows wide. And if you want that final advancement, hands behind the head, elbows wide. Hang in there. I know it's tough, but that's why we're doing it. Strong core. One more time. Coming back to center, hold it, extend the arms forward in front of you, hold, hold, hold. And then from there, very slowly roll all the way down to your back. This time, reach your arms all the way back overhead. Point your feet, stretch it out. Big, big, big stretch it as long as you can. And then slowly bring your arms back down by your sides. We'll bend our knees, place our feet flat onto our mat. Feet can be about 4 to 5 inches apart, not too much wider than your hips. From here, we're going to do some more spinal articulation. So we're going to start by imprinting the lower back and then begin to roll the spine up one vertebrae at a time. Inhale to stay here. Exhale to slowly articulate your spine back down, one vertebrae at a time, through imprint all the way back to that neutral position. So in a sense, you have, I'm going to exaggerate a little bit so you can see, we have a natural curve, which is our neutral. Then we imprint, so it's flat, and then we begin with our tailbone to lead the way up. And then an inhale to stay at the top, and then an exhale to slowly roll back down through imprint, so flat spine, and then releasing back into that natural curvature, or neutral. Keep cycling through. I know it's a lot of information. Inhale to pause at the top. Feel those glutes and hamstrings working. Exhale, melt the spine back down, vertebrae by vertebrae, piece by piece, through imprint back to neutral. Let's do 2 more. Inhale to pause at the top. Exhale, roll it back down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, roll it up. This time, let's stay lifted. From here, bring your right leg to tabletop. Inhale, put it down. Exhale, the left leg to tabletop. Inhale, put it down. Alternate continuously, making sure that as you lift your feet off the floor, your hips don't dip to one side. So we're really boiling down to our abs, working to help keep our hips level, and our glutes working to keep those hips high. On the next one, extend your right leg straight to the ceiling. Flex the foot, lower the leg down, point the foot, return to the sky. Flex to lower, point to lift. Again, hips are level, hips are high. On the next one, extend the right leg to the sky, lift up a little bit higher, and replace your right foot. Take a second, make sure everything is straight forward. and level. Left leg comes to the sky. Flex the foot, lower the leg away. Point the foot, return to the sky. Flex to lower, point to lift. Bracing that belly on those exhales. 2 more. Last time, end with your leg to the sky. Lift up a little bit higher. Replace your foot. Lift up a little bit higher. And then melt the spine back down 1 vertebrae at a time through imprint back to neutral. Nice job, you guys. Hug those knees in for a second. Extend the legs up. Flex the feet. Curling up into our chest lift. Imprinted lumbar spine. Flexed feet. Leg scissors. Grab one leg as the other leg lowers away and switch. And switch. Flexed feet is going to give you that best stretch on those hamstrings that we just worked out. Start to add a double pulse and switch, pulse, pulse, and switch. Don't force anything. Last time, stay lifted, come back to tabletop, double leg stretch. Inhale, reach your arms and legs out. Exhale, circle around. Inhale, reach. Exhale, circle. And keep everything extended. Arms and legs are out. Give me little pulses towards and away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hug your knees to your chest. Breathe. Nice job, you guys. Okay. We're gonna transition into some rollovers. So make sure you're not gonna kick anything behind you, just in case. And we'll do a little prep. So we're gonna come to tabletop. Arms are gonna be down. We're gonna start by extending the legs out to approximately a 45-degree angle. Abs are tight. You're gonna lift the legs up towards the ceiling. And you're just gonna do a little baby lift of your tailbone by pressing down through your arms. And then lowering the legs back away. So we're gonna take an exhale as we bring the legs back, lift the tailbone just a little bit, and then slowly lower the legs away. Inhale, slowly lower the legs away. And exhale. And an inhale down. So you can choose to, if you need, to continue doing this preparatory step, which is totally fair. Or you can take it into the full version of the exercise where you start to press down through the arms really hard and bring the legs back so that they're about parallel to the ceiling. And then from there, you start to melt that spine back down 1 vertebrae at a time and then lower the legs slowly away from you. So these can be tough. Listen to your body. Do what you can. Keep your neck relaxed. Keep your abs tight. And don't be afraid to utilize your arms. I'm pressing down through my arms quite a bit to assist in getting those hips up and slowly rolling back down. We'll do this one more time. And then slowly rolling down. From there, you can hug your knees in towards your chest, take a quick breath. I know that can be a little intense, feel free to rock side to side. There is one more advancement, so if you're up for it, try it. If you're not, continue with either of those 2 versions that we were just doing. So, the full rollover, you're gonna take an inhale to lift the legs, exhale to roll over. Okay, and then from this position, you're gonna squeeze your glutes like mad, start to shoot the legs up, 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 then start to lower the legs back down so that they're parallel to the ceiling, and then from there, roll yourself back down, and that's 1 repetition. So inhale, legs lift, exhale, roll it over, inhale, shoot the legs up, 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 squeeze the tush, and lower the legs back down, parallel to the sky, and roll it back down. One more time. If nothing else, I hope you're having fun. Upside down, trying something that is a little different. Slowly lowering those legs, abs of steel as you melt the spine back down, and then go ahead and hug your knees in, breathe, nice job. Whew. Okay, let's go ahead and reach those legs out straight along your mat, arms to the sky, inhale, prepare, exhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders, roll yourself up, and take your nice big forward fold over those legs. You guys are doing great, hang in there. Okay, we're gonna sit nice and tall, flexed feet, and let's start with let's do our arms out to the side. We're gonna take some time to let our spine breathe. So we're gonna do 3 little pulses, rotating our upper body to the right. So exhale, 3, 2, 1, and then inhale back to center. Then 3 times to the left. Exhale, 3, 2, 1, and back to center. Exhale to the right for 3, 2, 1, and center. To the left, 3, 2, 1, and last time to the right for 3, 2, 1, and last time to the left for 3, and 2, and 1. Great, separate your feet as wide as your mat. We'll take saw, so it's a 4-part movement. It's an inhale to twist to the right. It's an exhale to saw off your right pinky toe. Inhale to restack, but we're still twisted, and then exhale to center. Inhale to rotate. Exhale to saw off your pinky toe. Restack, but stay twisted, and then back to center. Inhale, twist. Exhale, saw. Energy out of those arms. Restack and center. Inhale, twist. Exhale, reach. Restack and center. One more time. Inhale, twist. Exhale, reach. Restack and center. And then last time right here. Twist, reach, restack, and center. Good. Rest your arms, bend your knees. Make sure you have space behind you. We're gonna take rolling like a ball. So we're gonna come into a little C curve, kind of round your spine, bring your knees in, and bring your chin slightly tucked towards your chest. The biggest thing with rolling like a ball is that you only are gonna roll to like the top part of your shoulder. Don't let your head hit the floor at any time, if you can help it, okay? So your abs are your brakes. From here, we're gonna roll it back and roll it up. Not like that. Exhale, roll it back and up, like this, there you go. Exhale back, inhale up, I jinxed myself. Exhale back, inhale up. Notice if you're keeping some connection between your hands and your calves, and your calves and your hands. So there's a little pressure here. This hopefully feels really good on the spine. Give me 2 more. Last time. End in your teaser, hold, extend your arms forward in front of you and start to pump the arms firmly like the 100s. Breathing in through the nose for 5 quick counts, out through the mouth for 5 quick counts. Try to hold those legs really still. Arms lift and lower. Lift and lower. Hang in there, abs still. Remember your exhalations we talked about at the start of class. And then lowering the arms to chest height, interlace the fingers, pointer fingers come forward, and we twist and twist through the ribs without disturbing those legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Separate the hands with amazing control. Roll all the way down to your back, 1 vertebrae at a time. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, let the legs move away from you a little bit. Roll yourself back up. Inhale, sitting tall. Exhale, roll it down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, let the legs move away from you, roll it back up. We're gonna do that 2 more times. If it's a little too intense, you can just do it with your feet flat on the floor or with 2 straight legs along your mat, like our traditional roll-ups. One more. One more time, all the way up. And then all the way down. Staying here, transition directly into single leg stretch. Very classical transition here. Tight tush helps support the weight of those legs. Continue moving those legs, bring your hands behind your head, elbows wide, take it into crisscross. We are gonna stretch our abs so good after this. Hang in there, twist and twist. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees to your chest. You guys made it. Awesome job. Woo. Okay, let's flip over onto our bellies. Separate your feet about as wide as your mat. Place your hands just right underneath your shoulders, maybe slightly in front if you're a little on the tighter side. And from here, take an inhale, press into your hands. Lift your chest, nice stretch. Exhale, lower it back down. Inhale, press into the hands, lift the chest, extend the spine. Exhale, lower back down. And again, inhale, press into the hands, lift. And exhale, lower down. Moving it into our breaststroke preps. We're going to lift the chest and the hands off the floor. And then come back down. So hands and chest lift and lower. Meanwhile, our legs are staying heavy. Don't let them lift. You're squeezing your glutes. And you can kind of think of this as like doing a reverse sit-up, because instead of strengthening your abdomen, you're strengthening the muscles along your spine. So these ones are really good for your posture. Hopefully you remember these from our postural video. I think that was last week that we did our posture class. Then let's start to advance this. So we're gonna lift, reach the arms forward, bend the arms, and lower it down. Lift, reach the arms forward, bend the arms, and lower it down. Couple more. Legs are still heavy on the floor, just isolating our upper body. And one more time. Keep the arms straight. Go swimming with the arms. Press your pelvis firmly into your mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. You can take a cheek to your hands. Breathe. Okay, now we're going to, again, stack the hands. You can either turn your head or stack your forehead just directly down. I'll turn my head so that you guys can hear me better. Just the legs are going to lift and lower. Lift, lower. Squeeze your glutes to help lift the legs. And really feel like your legs are being pulled away from you, like somebody's pulling your legs out of your sockets. This way we're not just jamming into our lumbar spine. Shoulders and neck are relaxed. And let's keep those legs lifted, hold it. Go swimming with those legs. Little kicks, getting those thighs to leave the mat with each kick, just enough to slip a piece of paper under the thigh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest, take a second. We'll put it all together. So from here, we're going to lift our upper body and our legs and lower it back down. Upper body and the legs. And lower down. And one more time, lift and lower. Taking it one step further, lift, reach the arms, bend the arms, lower down, lift, reach the arms, bend the arms, lower down. 2 more, lift, reach, bend, lower, and last time, lift, reach, hold, and full swimming. Fast kick, stemming from the shoulder and the hip. Even pressure through the pelvis. You're looking down, keeping the back of your neck long. 5, 4, 3, 2, And 1. Plant your palms, press yourself back into a child's pose, and your hips to your heels, breathe. Go ahead and shift yourself up to an all fours position. Shoulders above the wrists, hips above the knees. Taking our inhale, tilt the tail, lift the chest for cow. Exhale, round your spine, push the ground away for cat. Inhale, tilt the tail, lift the chest for cow. Exhale, round the spine, push the ground away for cat. Lengthen your spine to neutral. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips up, take downward facing dog. Pedal out, alternating, bending those knees. Stretch out your calves and your hamstrings. Bringing your feet together to touch. Take an inhale, the right leg high to the sky. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Right knee over that right heel. We'll keep the back leg straight for a second here. And I want you to really feel that stretch through your left hip flexor. Then we're going to do a little bit of a dynamic stretch. From this position, you're going to kind of press back into a triangle pose and then back into your lunge. Triangle pose, feel free to drop the head and then lift the chest slightly as you come back into your lunge. Just flow through those. Hopefully it feels good. If you're really tight, feel free to bring your feet closer together so it's not as extreme of a stance. 2 more. Last time. Stay in your lunge. Plant your left palm onto the floor. Take your right arm, open your right arm to the sky, and take a nice big twist. Feel free to lower the knee down, lift the foot, grab the foot with your hand, and pull that heel close to you for a quad stretch. Breathing into it, chest is open. And releasing your foot, circle that arm back around. Go ahead and tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, chin towards the chest as you transition up to 3-legged dog. And replace that right foot. Pedal out, feet come together. Inhale the left leg high to the sky. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Left knee directly over that left heel. Back leg as straight as you can get it. Feeling a nice stretch to that hip flexor. Stay here for a second. Think wide collarbone. And you can come up onto your fingertips and we'll just kind of flow between our triangle pose and our low lunge. I like to really drop the chest as I come into that triangle and then lift the chest as you come into that lunge. Flexing this front foot towards me as I come up. 2 more. 1 more. Stay in your low lunge. Plant your right palm, open your left arm and twist towards it. Make sure you're not locking out your right elbow. Sink those hips low. Place the right knee down, lift the right foot, and if possible, reach back for your foot with your hand, pulling your heel close to your glute. This stretch can be difficult for a lot of people, so if you're struggling with it today, that's okay. You can always just modify by hanging out in this low lunge and omitting the quad stretch. Just don't force anything. Gently releasing your foot, circling that arm back around. Tuck the toes, lift the knee. Think knee to chest as you lift that left leg up high to the sky. And replace the left foot. Go ahead and separate the feet about as wide as your mat and perhaps pull your hands back a little bit closer to you so you're not in quite a long downward dog. And what we're going to do is take this right hand and grab onto the outside of our left calf and pull ourselves underneath our left shoulder. If you're really tight, feel free to bend your knees. And think of turning your ribs. Replacing your right hand, take your left hand, grab onto the outside of your right calf, pull yourself under. Breathe. And replacing that left hand, go ahead and simply lower down to the knees. Big toes come together, knees stay far apart. We're gonna finish in a child's pose today, sitting those hips onto those heels. Rest your forehead on your mat and gently kind of rock your head side to side, massaging your third eye. Take a nice big inhale in through the nose, feel the ribs expand. Exhale, sink deeper into the stretch. One more time, big inhale in. And exhale it all out. Rolling those shoulders up, down, and back. And you guys are all done. Thank you so much for joining me again this week with another session of Pilates. I hope you enjoyed doing a more traditional Pilates routine. Pretty much all the exercises are original from his repertoire, except for the stretching that we did was a little bit more of a yoga flow. But regardless, I hope you guys feel well-rounded, worked out, you're staying healthy, staying safe, and let's keep it up. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.